What's up, everybody? Mike here, and today is the P&L report that George and I do every Sunday. We're changing the time from now on. It'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern. It just works out better for George, and I'm fine with being up later because I'm up anyways now. And today we're just going to kind of hang out, answer questions, and there's already about 1.5 million questions to be answered, so that should be fun. How are you doing, George?
Not too bad, man. I had a pretty fun weekend doing something new at the flea market, and I can talk a little bit about that today.
Yeah, I see all the Home Depot boxes. Did you have to buy those?
Yeah, I did. I went and bought them. It was the first time I've ever bought boxes before, and I just wanted uniform boxes and stuff to fit together, and so I paid for it.
Yeah, I gotcha. I never buy boxes, but I'm super cheap and frugal, which is why the other half of the reselling community hates me, right? Anyways, um, we have like about 1 million questions here I want to cover before we even get discussing anything, or we're going to be way behind. To start out, Andrew asked, what are the easiest and most common profitable games you can flip for a profit that you might find, often? Definitely Game Boy systems, like any Game Boy system, Nintendo has really great value on their products. And Pokemon games are definitely the fastest flipping games you're going to have. Every Pokemon game will sell nearly instantly if you have a competitive price. So I always look out for those. Um, there's about, 5 more questions on here I need to find. Michael McCall asked, I have 4 big items that won't fit in any box sold in stores. Should I cut several boxes to make one? It'll look ugly. What should I do? If you have a Guitar Center or like a music store near you, go there. They'll give you boxes that are pretty large. I mean, they get a lot of different instruments in, and they all come in boxes. And typically, they don't, like when you buy guitars and stuff, a lot of times they don't even come in boxes. You just kind of take them with you. So I always look at music stores for giant and odd size boxes. You can check, bars, local bars, if they got displays in, those kind of things. I don't see anything wrong with cutting up boxes to make them fit. I do it all the time. It's just a matter of making sure they're secure. Have you had I know you sell mostly shoes. Have you had to like cut up any boxes and Frankenstein a box or no?
I did once, and um, I actually wrote on the invoice, not the invoice, the packing slip. I said, "Hey, sorry for the Franken box, but it was the only thing I had at the time." And I just hopefully you can forgive me. It'll should get there. It should get there fast and safe. So that's what's important. And yeah, I just wrote a little note in there. I never heard anything about it.
Yeah, I think most people don't give a shit about packaging for the most part, as long as you don't send them like some nasty, disgusting box. Like, as long as it looks relatively neat, it might not look perfect, but make sure it gets there safe above everything. That's what really
Yeah.
matters. John asked, "What are your buying prices for Game Boys?" I for any video game, I'll never pay more than half what I'm going to sell it for, unless it's really rare and I want to have it because it's going to bring people in. So it depends on the Game Boy, but like typically I'll try and get a Game Boy Color for, under $15, and I can usually get 30 to 40 depending on what color it is, the condition, and you just kind of move down the line. Game Boy SPs have a nice selling price for between 35 and 60 depending on the model, so you can pay a lot more for those. Chris B asked, do you buy non-selling games in a bundle to purchase the entire lot? Yard selling. I'm assuming you're saying, like, say I go to a yard sale, someone has a table full of games. There's like 10 good games in there, but then there's 10 crappy ones. Will I offer to buy all of them so I can get all of them? Sure, I do that all the time. I love filler games because I create auction lots out of them. I love filler cables, filler, controllers, filler games, cases, whatever. I create lots out of them throughout the year, and then I just auction all that stuff off to make extra income. So I'll absolutely buy games that aren't necessarily good individual sellers. And then Chris B said, I know I can sell consoles alone for profit, but I think I'm stuck with a $5 free shipped games. Have you had any luck just packing out the best and I buy it all a lot? I never, if I put things in a lot, I never do buy it now. I'll auction them off and you let people compete. All right. I think we're getting more caught up here. Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'll let you go through this pretty quick.
Uh, yeah, because they're all video game related. And Andrew and Mike are here. What's up, guys? How are you? There's 3 Andrews in the chat right now. That's not going to be confusing at all. All right, but I want to talk to you about the flea market. I know you decided to go set up, and you had to lug all those boxes behind you around. So explain how that went, what you learned. Are you going to keep doing it? Did you change your mind? What's going on with that?
Yeah, actually, I already reserved a spot for next Saturday as well. And then after next weekend, I'll more than likely start going both Saturday and Sunday. So it was a pretty slow day. I thought it was slow, and then speaking to other vendors, they're like, yeah, it's totally a really slow day. And I was kind of expecting it and somewhat hoping for it as well, since it was my first time. So I'm not completely discouraged knowing that it was going to be a slow day due to weather. It was forecasted that it was going to be like a 50% chance of rain, and it was real cloudy and had a dark sky, but it never did pour on us or anything. It never even drizzled. So when I got there really early, I got there about 6:30, and they opened the gates at 7. At 7 o'clock, all the vendors go in and the buyers. So you go in and you set up, and people are already walking around to buy stuff while you're setting up, anyways. And that's somewhat frustrating because like I'm trying to set up here, but at the same time I don't want to turn down a sale.
Yeah, I really don't like that at all. That's not cool.
Yeah, I guess on the plus side though, it wasn't busy at all. I only made one sale that before I was done setting up, but that was actually my biggest sale of the day. It was another reseller who wanted to put shoes on his booth, so he came over and bought for me, and I made it was $57 off of him. If I got that, it may have been 54, something like that. Anyways, it was like $50, something like around there, and he took like a dozen pairs of shoes, and so there was that, and then I was setting up. It was a really big learning experience. I made as much surface area that I could within my booth, that everything that I had to work with. I ended up taking out 2 sawhorses and a plank of plywood to make a table, and so I had essentially three tables out there filled with shoes and a couple of little shelves to make a little bit more surface area. And I actually plan on building some PVC stuff to make it even taller so that I can put more shoes on there, or any other merchandise I decide to take out there. And I do want to start taking something different too, like different but related handbags, belts, shirts, anything that I can find, ties.
So you're going to try and diversify from just shoes?
Right.
Okay.
And I'd probably just pick everything up there at the weigh and pay that I go to all the time. So, yeah, I'll start doing that over time. But, yeah, like I said, it was a slow day, and I ended up only making $97 in sales. And after all the costs, table fees and sales taxes and whatnot, it came out to like $47 in total profit for 9 hours of work. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's sucks. I mean, but it was the first time. I feel like there's a lot to learn, and if it wasn't really busy, then that's the one issue I was saying is like with flea markets and stuff. If it's not busy that day, there's nothing you can do to make sales happen. I mean, you can hustle all you want, but if there's no one to hustle to, you're not going to make money.
Yeah, and I guess the ratio of people who came to my booth and looked at stuff and people who bought really wasn't half bad. I mean, there were only a few, maybe a handful of people that came through and looked and didn't buy anything. So I guess that's good.
Yeah,
It was just very low foot traffic.
I've never actually sold at the flea market. I like to go a lot. I love flea markets. Like my grandfather and I always went, and so I just enjoy like walking around and looking through stuff and getting good deals. But I want to comment on a couple of things here. John says, thanks for the suggestion on the printer, Michael. I got it coming tomorrow, and I also got a GoPro coming. No DSLR. That's fine. The DSLR thing is, I like it because I can take high quality photos. I can record with it, and it's something I bought a long time ago. But I was just telling George before the show, I posted that link because the printer I've had for 4 years was $79, and my fucking printer broke today. I'm not even kidding. It was like I went to print and it just died. It's dead. So I have to order a new one. So thank God it's on sale for $79. But I posted the link for all of you so you can get the deal, and then I have to order a new printer. So I guess that's just the way life works. What's up, B, Andrew, Braden, Chris, Charles, John, all you guys, Mike, Andrew. Hope you're all doing well. Nelly.
Global Voodoo asked me what the lowest price I was selling the shoes at. Since I bought this pallet of used shoes, I had variations in quality and condition.
Yeah.
And the stuff that was absolutely terrible, I just threw it away. It wasn't anything worth even redonating or whatever. I trashed it. And then there was some lower condition stuff that I figured I could put in a bin to sell for $2 or $3. And so that's what I did. At the front of my booth, I had on one side a $3 bin, on the other side a $2 bin, and then in the middle I had kids' shoes. It was just two of these boxes here. They were each about halfway full with kids' shoes, and I sold those for $3. Everything else was about between $4 and $10.
So just pretty cheap, but Mike wasn't here last week, so I don't think he knew that you bought a pallet. Do you want to explain how you ended up getting pallets from Goodwill or whatever? Just kind of the story of how you ended up even getting offered that, because I don't even know if you explained that on the show.
So Goodwill has their own auction site. It's called shopgoodwill.com, I think. And you can go and check it out. Some things on there are worth sniping. The only thing about that place or that website is their shipping and handling is outrageous. You buy a $20 item and end up paying like $30 or more, $45, just to get it shipped to you, and it's crazy. So you can shop by seller, and I have the Weigh and Pay that I go to sells on that site. So that's where I go and I pick up my items. And what I'll do is I'll only shop from that seller, the one that's around the corner from my house, and I'll buy things, and I'll have to pay the handling fee, and that's it, but no shipping. So I can just go and only pay $2 more than what I sniped it for and pick up the item. So I've done that probably 5 times, just some random stuff that I found. And while I was in there, the other day I was picking up, it was a trombone actually. I'm going to have to take that one out to the flea market. Well, anyways, I went and picked up a trombone, and while I was waiting for them to go get my item, I was watching them ship out some of their sales. And I said, are those jewelry lots that you guys have all the time? Every single day they have grab lots of jewelry. It's just a big box, and it might be like 15 pounds or something filled with just like costume jewelry and whatever. And she says, yeah. And, so I kind of got to talking with her. And I mentioned that I sell on eBay, and I mostly sell shoes. And she goes, oh, so you buy a lot of shoes, I guess? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm here probably 3 or 4 times a week, picking up mostly shoes, also things for Amazon to send in. And she goes, would you be interested in buying a lot of shoes? And I said, well, what do you mean by a lot? And she goes, well, we can sell by the pallet. And so she gave me the number to a guy that was there, and I gave him a call, and at first he said, well, we sell by the pallet, but only by a semi-truckload. So he said there are like 52 pallets at one time going on
what?
On an 18-wheeler or something like that. That's what he said. He said 52. I'm like, wow,
that's a shit ton of shoes.
But yeah, so we got to talking. He goes, hey, well, let me give you a call back. He said, I'll let you know what we can do and the price and whatnot. And so he called me back, and I spoke to him and said, and he told me, yeah, I'll sell you just one pallet. Just come in anytime, and you can make the purchase and pick it up there. So I had a few other questions for him, like, have they already been picked over in the bins, or are they fresh from the Goodwill stores? And he says, no, they're straight from the Goodwill stores. They haven't even gone in the pay by the pound bins yet. So I was hoping there'd be some really good quality stuff. And really, there was only, I think, 6 pairs that I pulled from there for me to sell on eBay, and none of them were really that great. They were just kind of mediocre. So I was really kind of disappointed in a lack of a gem or 3. I was hoping to find a 2 or 3 like good pairs, and I didn't. So I was disappointed about that. But there weren't very many shoes that I had to trash. It was maybe 12 or 20 pairs. And there was only about 20 single shoes that were unmatched. So I was happy with the purchase overall, I guess. It was just the question as to how I could sell them, or how quickly I could sell them, I should say. That'll make a big difference in profit, since every weekend I have to pay table fees and whatnot to sell them.
Yeah, I think that shows like why it's important to talk to people around you and get to know clerks and managers at the places you thrift or you source. Is like they'll look out for you. If you're spending money at their store, they might want you to be able to buy more stuff. They might, help you out just as much as you're supporting their business.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of questions in here again. Daikon asked, I just sent in my first FBA shipment of books, and I felt the workflow was very slow when it came to labeling. Do you use a zebra printer and thermal labels, or do you print labels as you go? I actually use label sheets depending on how I'm sending stuff in. You can use scan and label if you have a zebra. I think that's probably better workflow wise for books. I'm not sure. If you want to know a good workflow, you can talk to Andrew. He sells only books on FBA, so he might have a good workflow for that. I personally print out sheets that are based on each shipment, and then I already have the stuff organized in the shipments, and I just label stuff quickly. And sometimes I have people helping me. And I use scan and ship sometimes, but you cannot get around commingled inventory with scan and ship. So that creates a little bit of an issue if you don't want to do commingled. Braden asked, have you guys ever shipped graphic novels via FBA? And do you know how Amazon typically packages an 8x11 book? I've asked Amazon support, but they keep giving me the vaguest answers. Well, if you send a book into FBA, all you have to worry about is that it gets there safely, make sure it's labeled properly. They'll package it however they want. I mean, Amazon tends to package things in much bigger packages than they need to be. Let me look here if I have this envelope. I think I threw it out over on the other side of my office. But I had this giant envelope that was mailed to me today, and it was this little micro SD card. So they really overpackage everything. And thanks, Andrew. I appreciate your support coming in here to hang out. And yeah, I mean, if you like the Facebook group and all that, just keep hanging out, answering questions, show your finds and all that. We just like seeing everyone be successful. We really enjoy everyone sharing what they found and asking for help if you need it. I'm more than happy to help any chance I get.
Picking Profit says, George, do you ever sell driving moccasins, or is their resale value too poor? Those are the same as any other shoe. It just depends on the branding condition. There are some high-end driving shoes out there. Right now I have a pair of Miu Miu, I think is how you say it. It's by Prada. So those should sell for an easy $50. It's just a matter of waiting for it. I know Alan Edmonds has made driving shoes. I want to say Echo also makes driving shoes, and those sell pretty good too. So it just depends on the condition and brand.
And are those pretty rare or no? Driving moccasins? I don't even know specifically what they are.
They're kind of built for comfort. They usually have some kind of sheepskin lining, and you can tell the difference. You can spot a driving shoe by their cleated bottom. They have kind of these cleats or rubber protrusions on the sole,
Okay,
and and they're generally moccasins. So
gotcha. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about what I got going on and what I've been working on myself. Um, Obviously, I've been listing some on eBay. I'm only up to like 110 listings, I think, nothing crazy, but I have everything I need to list processed. I took photos last night. I didn't go to bed till like 9 a.m. I stayed up all night and cleaned out my entire office, got rid of stagnant inventory, just cleaned, organized, got everything where I want it. I'm working on a big FBA shipment, and this past week I sniped a total of, I want to say 14 different auctions on eBay for video games. So I've been going big with that. Tomorrow I have a new computer coming, and because I'm going to move this one over to be like strictly point of sale, and I need to order a new printer now. But I'm going to start listing on eBay. Like I'm trying to do a certain amount of listings per day, maybe, and stay consistent with that. Something I did notice that I think I'm going to do actually, Mike, if you're still watching, is like you said, to put a whiteboard with how much you're making in sales each day for each platform, so you know if you should be pushing harder or whatever. I think that's actually really good advice, to keep like a whiteboard with your numbers on it, and really pay attention to how much money you're bringing in every day on what platforms. But my biggest issue with FBA is like I haven't even been sourcing fast enough to keep my units up. I had 600 and something, and I'm down to like 500 right now. And it's like I send in a shipment every 2 weeks, and it's just not enough. So I'm really just trying to up my sourcing game. Have you been doing FBA a lot, George, or not really?
no,
No.
I've been doing it, but not a lot. I'm only bringing in like maybe $300 a month on it.
Oh, okay. My sales were pretty, I mean, they're better than they've been. I think on the 2 weeks I did close to 1,400, which was, I was way under 1,000 the last time I did an update. And just so everyone knows, I know my FBA update is supposed to be on Thursdays. It's going to be on Monday this week with the Q&A. 2 videos will go up. And then I have a private label interview I did with somebody not from our community. I found completely separate, who had some great information to share. And so that private interview will be going up. And George, he kind of mentioned being on the show, so I wanted to talk to you about that too. He's a young guy. He's 19, but he's very knowledgeable in private label. And I just thought he had some interesting information to share that I thought was pretty cool.
Nice.
I interviewed him last night, by the way.
Oh, I think I said 300 a month. I meant to say every 2 weeks. Every time they deposit, it's usually around $300.
Yeah. Michael said, I was going to order a zebra, but couldn't figure out how to make it work with Amazon and didn't want to do it with a paid company. Is there a way? Michael, I use a zebra, and I think George has a zebra as well.
I do. I found that at the weigh and pay. I paid $5.99 for it. I think
Yeah.
it was a total of $28 to get it up and running after buying the printer at the weigh and pay and a couple of pieces that it needed, which was some thermal transfer ribbon and labels, and that was it. So it was like $28, and I got a zebra up and running for me.
By the way, JG, I see your question, and he posted it a couple times. Sorry, I kept missing it. The chat moves pretty fast when I'm on this screen. You said, what are the signs that you should be lowering your prices on eBay? Number of watchers, number of days unsold, etc. I think a really good indicator that you need to lower your price is if you have a lot of views and you're not getting any sales for the product. So that right there is saying you're probably not competing with other people, but you have a popular product with good keywords. If you have a product and you're not getting any views, there's a chance your price is too high, but there also may just not be a great market for that product. For me, what I like to do is put prices I think are fair. And then if I really want to push them, then I create a sale in my store and do 25% off or something like that to push products that way. There's a lot of indicators, but typically if you have high traffic and no conversions, that means your price is way off what it should be. If you have no traffic, that means you need to work on your keywords. There may not be a market, or, eBay is hard to get traffic on these days. You can try auctioning stuff and different strategies. I've noticed my auctions lately have just done phenomenal. They really have. I know on the Reseller Roundtable show, they're doing auctions at the end of the show, and Pete's been doing really well. I've had the same luck. I mean, I sold 20 broken controllers for like twice the money I paid for them like 6 months ago. I'm like broken controllers are bringing hundreds of dollars in auctions. So, yeah, auctions have done really well for me lately.
That's good. And yeah, touching on that, you're saying Mike has been doing really good on with that. And I was watching Reseller Roundtable last.
I was saying Pete has been doing really well with them.
Yeah, did I not say that?
You said Mike.
Oh, my bad. I meant to say Pete. Well, anyways, yeah, I was watching it, and I was watching the live auctions he was showing, and I thought that was really cool. And I watched his most recent video, and I rarely do any auctions at all. Everything is in my store right now is buy it now or best offer because shoes sell better like that. But I watched this video, and I thought he had some really good points that I'm going to give it a shot. So I'll let you know how it goes next week. I suppose I should actually just send them on to auction right now so that we can watch it next week. But
and that's his new video, which was like 5 tips, right?
I'm sorry.
That's his new video, which was like 5 tips for auctions.
Yes.
Okay.
Because some of my some of my listings have over 100 views, 4 or 5 watchers, but nobody's buying. So I'm gonna put some of those popular ones up for auction and see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think auctions have done extremely well for me. So, you need to know how to do auctions properly. You need to make sure you're auctioning the right stuff. Can they do terribly? Yes, but it's all about learning. And once you understand, it's really a great option to sell stuff quickly and get money if you can get competing buyers. Chris B says, is it better to have a thermal printer or a laser jet with sticky labels? It really depends on your situation. I have both because I feel like it's a necessity to have a laser printer to print sheets of things, but it's also very convenient to be able to print barcodes with a thermal printer. So depends on your situation. If you're using it strictly for labels, you can definitely get away with just having a thermal printer. But if you want to print sheets of things, reports out, that kind of stuff, laser jet is like irreplaceable in my mind. Tom said, I ordered just over 100 items to resell this week. I worked on doubling my inventory and spent some time developing a business plan. Tom, that's good to hear. How's your job going, buddy? I know you're talking about picking up a job while selling online. So how's that going? How's everything going for you? Chris said he has issues finding shoes at the Weigh and Pay. Have you had issues finding shoes? You don't typically buy shoes from the Weigh and Pay, do you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you do buy shoes? I thought you like focus on other stuff. Oh no, you don't buy books, right?
I don't buy books.
That's right.
I will buy books if I don't find anything else. Like if everything out just seems to be like crap and I'm not finding anything, then I'll go scan books.
Gotcha.
They sell them $5 for $1.
B said, do I need to cover up the QR codes on items for FBA? To be honest, I'm not positive, but I don't think barcode readers read QR codes, so I don't think it would really be an issue. If it's near the barcode on the back, then I would definitely cover it up with a white label or something. Christine asked the question for us both. Do you both sell on eBay and Amazon? If so, do you do all the work yourself or do you have help with any part of it? So you can go first.
I sell on both and I do everything by myself.
And like, what have you been focusing on more since it seems like you're not doing FBA too much right now? Have you been focusing on eBay or were you just kind of testing out?
I've been focusing on eBay more than anything. eBay in the last couple of weeks, the flea market. But yeah, I've been trying to get my listings up to a higher number and start making a lot more sales on eBay. So I've been pushing that a lot, I guess. I guess it depends on what kind of stuff I'm finding. If I'm finding a lot of Amazon stuff, then I will, push the Amazon. If I'm finding a lot more shoes, then I'll push the eBay.
Okay. I sell on both, and I definitely have been focused more on FBA than eBay right now. I do have help from time to time. It depends on what's going on. Actually, right now, I've been focusing on teaching my mom how to source because she's interested in helping out and selling online since she's home. For people that don't know, she's like an over-the-road truck driver, but she's home due to some health things. So she wants to learn about sourcing and helping out just because she's here and she wants to stay busy. So I've just been kind of showing her. And I had a guy named Michael who was working with me. I haven't heard from him at all this week. I don't know what's going on with him. So I get help from time to time. I don't have like a full-time employee or anything. Mr. Sadie said, I have an Xbox game called Gauntlet. It says $75 FBA, no sellers, mine is used. What should I ask? Honestly, I haven't seen Gauntlet for Xbox in a long time. I want to say it's not that rare. I could be wrong, but Gauntlet was a really popular game for a lot of different consoles. 75 new would make sense. You know, original Xbox games and older games are hard to find new. And he said, what should I ask for mine? It's used. I mean, it really depends. I would look at completed listings on eBay first and then judge from there. I'm not going to say off the top of my head because honestly, I haven't sold a copy of Gauntlet on Xbox ever, I don't believe. So what else is going on, George?
Oh,
Else exciting on your end?
I'm sorry?
Anything else exciting going on your end?
No, not really.
Bit of a different question. I've been busy working for the past 4 to 5 months, so my eBay side operations have been on hold due to that. What effect would that affect sales when I go back to selling? If you're saying because you haven't been selling on eBay, like, are they gonna is it gonna hurt your ranking when you go back? Probably not. But you might want to check your defect rate. If you had a defect rate, it might not have went away since you're not selling. You can't really count your sales against the defect rate. Lightbulb said, Mike, are you talking about local auctions? No, talking about eBay auctions, which are an amazing way to sell items. Local auctions, I've never been to an auction. Have you been to an auction before, George? Like
No,
a local?
I know there's one about 30 minutes away from me, but I've never been. They sell mostly furniture from what it looks like.
Really? I've never even like looked into one. Anyone watching, have you guys been to local auctions? Have you scored anything to resell at an auction? I honestly don't even know if it's a good way of sourcing. Not really my style. Christine said, I feel like I'm at my maximum workload output and thinking about getting help, but can't decide what part of all this would be most efficient to outsource. I like this question, Christine. I think this is a really good question. Outsource. I'm going to go Gary Vaynerchuk on you. You ready? Outsource the things you don't like to do and you're not good at. That's what you should outsource. Focus on the things you are good at. If you're good at social media, then outsource most of the process outside of social media. If you're bad at social media, then outsource social media and focus on some other things. It really just depends on what you're good at, what you like to do. For instance, I hate listing. The first thing I'm going to outsource ever is listing, and I'm going to teach someone and train them properly, and I'll create a system so they're good at listing. And always outsource what you're not good at, that kind of thing. Mike said, do you hoard video games for Q4 because of the prices are higher? I do not. I tend to buy games all year round. I do buy a ton more video games before Q4, but I don't like hoard them. Like if I get them in January, I don't keep them hidden until Q4. That's not really my thing. I don't like taking up space. I hate clutter. So I do buy a shit ton leading up to Q4, and last year I did really well. So I'm looking to do way better with FBA. And I didn't even do FBA last Christmas, so I missed that money right there. George, are you going to get ready for Q4 this year?
Yeah, I will as much as I can. I'll try to build up my inventory, my FBA inventory over the next few months between like October. Well, probably sooner than that, but yeah, I'm going to build my FBA inventory and hopefully add quite a few new shoe inventory, I guess.
Well, you're like in super chill mode. Are you tired or something? I'm tired and I'm like more energetic than you
I
today.
actually took like a 3-hour nap today.
You're like just chilling, which is fine. This is like I told everyone this was the chill hangout. I'm tired and like I didn't even want to do it, but I'm like, I got to do the hangout. I want to hang out with everyone. I appreciate all the questions and support lately. And we're at like 45 viewers, and the show keeps doing really well. So I just appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. Tom, in response to me asking about the job, I quit my camera store job after 1 day. That didn't last long. Oh, okay. And you got a job at the movie theater and the kitchen. Okay, well, kitchen work sucks, so good luck with that. Spent 10 years in that gig.
Making Profit says, do you sense a rift on YouTube with some of the people making videos about reselling?
All right, leave that question for 1 second, because
all right,
let's leave that for a minute. Hammer says, do old consoles sell in FBA, or are they long tail? Yes, they sell, and no, they're not even close to long tail. I just sent in, last shipment, a bunch of consoles, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, sold all within 48 hours, gone, done. Oh, so that's Andrew's question right there. Do you sense a rift on YouTube with some of the people making videos about reselling? Seems like a crack turned into a canyon. All right, here, I'm going to do the honorable response here. Honest to God, Andrew, I don't give a shit about the rift or the drama. I had nothing to do with it. You know, the other half, whatever you want to call them, everyone knows who they are. I won't say a bad thing about them. I don't give a shit about their thoughts, what they do. They're selling, they can sell. I don't care. That's fine. What made me mad was the fact that they felt the need to talk bad about me when I don't talk bad about anyone. It's not my thing. Like, I stay out of the drama. George and I did this show to help the viewers to hang out, have a good time. Him and I talked weekly anyways, just via chat. So he's just like, why don't we just do a show and hang out and have a good time? That's what this is about. If you're going to come in here and scrutinize my show and then try and make me out as a bad person and then yourself out as the victim, you can go fuck yourself, honestly, because I don't care. Like, I didn't do anything to anyone. I didn't mention names. I still to this day don't talk bad about anyone. All I did was release the facts. No one liked that. And then I got a shitty message from the other half saying that I was talking bad about them and talking shit and they were the victims and all this stuff. That is bullshit, okay? We're over here minding our own business. Someone pulled something from my video and talked about it. If you're going to come over here and scrutinize, why? Like, what is the point? I don't like the drama. It doesn't achieve anything. I spend my time on YouTube helping others. That's what I do. If you want to spend your time scrutinizing me about the way I help others, then you're just useless. So I don't really care. You can go be useless and I'll continue to bring value and do well. And you know what proves that is the fact that my channel is doing phenomenal. I'm about to hit 8,000 subscribers over the next 30 days, and then 9,000 over the next 30 days, and then 10,000. And before you know it, the channel is 4 times bigger than the other half. And the reason is we're bringing value and staying away from the drama. And that's the way it's going to be. So if people don't like it, they can leave. If they do like the information and want to learn, they can stay here. And I don't even care if you watch both sides. I don't care. It's not a split to me. It's like, we're doing our thing. They focus on the drama. I just focus on the facts and the things that matter, which is reselling. We're resellers. That's what matters. Making money matters. Learning matters. Drama don't fucking matter. What is your thought on all this, George? You never talk about this stuff. So I want to hear what you have to say.
All right. If you want me to be frank about it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can just don't say anything.
Everyone always says, oh, it's fucking drama. I stay out of it. I stay out of it. Well, guess what? I really do stay out of it. You just went on a big-ass fucking rant about it, causing more drama. I don't talk about it because I don't want to be a part of it.
But see, I didn't cause drama. I just told the facts. It's going to cause drama because
they see drama. That's drama.
Yeah, because
so to answer your question, Andrew, yes, there's a rift.
Well, I just feel like what I'm saying is
I just don't address it.
That's fair. But what I'm just saying is, like, I do what we do on our channel or my channel, and you do what you do on your channel, and then they pull it and turn it into something else. It's like we're never over here causing drama for the sake of causing drama. That's just childish and stupid, right? Like, it doesn't achieve anything. It doesn't help anyone. So we stick to our groups. We help the people we want to help and move on with it.
Yeah. And here we are talking about it.
Well, it's fine to talk about it. That's how you solve issues. Talk about them. Will it cause drama? Probably, but I don't really care either because I stay out of it. I just ignore it after that.
But you didn't. You just went on like a 2-minute rant about it.
Yes.
That's not staying out.
Yeah, you're right. I went on a rant about it, but I'm saying they're going to cause drama out of it, and then I'll just ignore it like I always do. Andrew says, what can you sell when you are an Amazon rookie? Anything besides books? I mean, you could sell get a scanner app, scan everything at the store. You could sell literally anything. Make sure that you are approved for those categories, though. Andrew wants to see George cussing and yelling. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
I read that.
That's really awesome.
I don't care enough about other people that I don't like to swear and yell at them.
Well, I mean, it's just whatever. I feel like you're mad because I talked about it, but it's...
No, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, I'm just talking about the drama. People keep saying, oh, I'm staying out of it. We're a no drama group. We're a no this. Well, everyone always talks about it. Everyone always references them, and everyone always does this. I don't even care. I don't talk about them. I don't reference them. They can do what they want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do.
There you go. I just think it's funny because the only time it gets brought up is in the live show. Like,
that's because
I mean, it's going to happen because people are watching both sides. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I'm just saying you're never going to see me in a video ranting about them and not going to bring it up. I don't care. I have other shit to do. I got stuff to sell, people to teach, questions to answer, messages to respond to. John says, is it worth spending $1 on a book that sells for $4 on Amazon? No, it's not. Now, if you're selling to FBA, you'll be making very little money on that. Thanks, Andrew and Mike, for the support, and everyone else that's doing thumbs up and all that. I appreciate it, guys. I'm just telling it how it is. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't choose the rift. I didn't want any of this stuff to happen. I was keeping to myself like always, and people brought drama upon themselves. Notice that my channel doesn't have any bad saying about anyone ever until they created issues. Chris said, do you keep games for your own personal collection? No, because I don't have a personal collection. Number one rule I made when I decided to sell video games was I would absolutely not keep any of them, and I've been disciplined enough to do that. George, do you ever keep shoes that you buy, by the way?
I have kept 2 pairs of shoes that I intended to buy to resell, but turns out I liked them and kept them. There was a third pair of shoes that I bought them and I tried them on. I was like, oh, these are nice. And I didn't even pay for them out of my business account. I just bought them out of my personal account. So those didn't really count. But I totally could have sold them for like 60 or 75 bucks. Bought them for 20. They were boots. They're Ariat boots.
See, the only thing I ever keep randomly are t-shirts sometimes, but like it'll be if they're not selling or something. So
yeah.
Even recently, I was wearing a t-shirt from actually, I was going to do something last week and no one caught it. I wore a t-shirt I thrifted last week on the show. And if someone said it in the chat, I was going to give them an Amazon gift card, like secretly, but no one noticed. I was like, you guys don't even watch my haul videos.
Wait, was it that, it was a Harley Davidson shirt?
No. Is that what I wore last week? I wore one of the shirts recently on something.
It was either in one of your videos or while you were...
Maybe I wore the Harley. The Harley one was that was a fuck up. I should tell you guys this because I always tell my mistakes. That's part of this channel being upfront, by the way, is I always tell when I fuck up, which is fine with me. I bought a shirt I thought was a Harley shirt. I was buying from the thrift store fast because they were closing. I bought this shirt for $1 or something as a Harley shirt. Then I got it home. I realized it was a knockoff from Russia, some Russian bar that used the Harley logo with their name in it. And I was like, shit. So I ended up just wearing it because I'm like, I can't sell it now.
Yeah, I don't remember if I wrote a comment or not, but I thought Harley Davidson shirt, that doesn't seem like something you would wear. Usually it's like Minecraft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wearing Assassin's Creed today. By the way, this shirt's from GameStop's closeouts. I bought a bunch to sell, but I was like, I'll keep one. And Mike is the one that linked these in the Reseller Roundtable, and I seen him. I actually bought a different size, though. James said, drama helps a ton, gets views, sad but true. While that's true, I don't give a shit about views. All I care is that the channel's there to help people, and we have a good time, and keep things... I don't know, constructive, positive. I don't even mind when people criticize me. It's about how it's done. That's all. Hammer says, video games sell like crazy. Hell yeah, they do. People love gaming. What do you guys think about GameStop supposed to be selling retro video games? I want some honest opinions about that. Anyone have sourcing ideas that are not the standard? I mean, there's a reason sourcing is standard, like from certain things, because they work. If it's off the cuff, chances are it's not going to work as well as the things that do work great.
I've got an idea. It's not something that you can depend on regularly, but it might work.
Okay, sure.
I've done it before, but I don't do it very often. I put out a Craigslist ad and ads on Facebook looking to buy store merchandise cards or gift cards for half of their value. So you're essentially creating your own 50% off sale. Combine that with your regular sourcing, your regular retail arbitrage, your online arbitrage, and you're saving even more money. So you get $100 gift card for $50. Depending on where it goes, you might be able to get it for 50, or depending how desperate those people are. Then like I said, you can get your 50% off. Some stores like Home Depot and Walmart, they won't really sell for less than 75%, but you can still save money doing things like that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about gift cards. I'm just honestly not savvy enough with shopping to like match everything up and go get all the deals with them. It's pretty time consuming, but if you learn how to do gift cards the right way, you can make a lot of money. Daikon said, "What's the best scanning app?" Or actually, they said, "What do we use?" I'm assuming you don't do a lot of retail arbitrage, so you probably just use Amazon Seller app, right?
Yep. Yeah, Amazon Seller app.
And that's what I use as well. But my thoughts are this: I've tried Profit Bandit. It works fine. I didn't hate it. I have never tried Scan Power. And I'm not going to talk bad about those things because I don't have an honest opinion about them. I just don't. I won't give an opinion until I actually try something and use it. My suggestion is the Amazon Seller app is great until you can afford to pay for something else. So don't switch and start paying until you have the funding. Chris B said, I tell people all the time, watch Michael Pierce to learn to list stuff, watch GeoDaddy to open your eyes, and Craigslist Hunter to pick stuff up. Hey, I appreciate anytime anyone mentions me and, shares the channel, all that stuff. Like I said, I really created this channel just to help people. When I first started YouTube, I was searching for help myself, and all I could find was people selling ebooks 3 years ago. And I was like, dude, this is fucking stupid. Every video, go buy this, go buy this, go buy this. I was like, I'm going to make my own videos about me learning and making mistakes. And that's how this all started. And actually, if you look at the resellers that have videos, I am one of the oldest. Like if you look at Mike in the chat right now, Andrew, they've been here for like 3 years. I've been here for 3 years. A lot of these other people, they're new to the scene. They're trying to cash in quickly. We're going to be around because that's what we do. Like we have videos. We enjoy making them. It's really making YouTube videos is a part of my life now. So it's not going to stop unless YouTube changed in some crazy manner. Oh, someone has shoelaces. Did you see that question?
Yeah, I did see it.
If you see it, read it because I missed it.
I read it.
Oh. Well, you didn't read it to chat.
I sent in over 800 shoelaces. They only sell about 15 a week. And I'm worried about long-term storage fees. How do I find out what cost it's going to be if I'm not out by the
15.
Yeah, terrible grammar right there, Michael McCullough. Absolutely terrible. But how do you avoid long-term storage fees? You sell them all.
Well, I mean, you can go set automatic settings that will they'll ship your items back if they're going to gain a certain amount of fees or if they're not going to sell for a certain amount. You really have to look. You're not going to get long-term storage fees unless they've been there a long time. So if you just sent them in, you're going to have normal storage fees now. You'll have long-term down the road. So normal storage fees are something you're going to have for any units you have in FBA.
800 divided by 52 is 15.3. You should sell out within a year if you're consistently selling 15 a week.
Nelly B said, no, it was the Thundercat shirt. I missed the first part of your statement, but are you the one that wanted to buy my Thundercat shirt? Dude, someone offered to buy it off my back. 2 people in one video offered to buy my vintage Thundercat shirt. And yes, I wear thrifted shirts all the time as well. I don't mind them. I just try not to wear the ones I'm going to sell. Can you source GameStop to FBA? Hell yeah, you can. I just did that last week. I bought a bunch of games from GameStop and sent them to FBA, and all of them are doing great, honestly. So there's the deals out there. You just have to look. I mean, I've gotten deals from Target, Walmart, GameStop, all the major stores you can think of.
Michael, you're famous at Nellie B's workplace.
What?
You're famous at Nellie B's workplace. Nellie B says, Michael, you're famous at my workplace, and now George too.
Where do you work, man? I didn't know I was famous. Sweet. Chris B asks, how much does YouTube actually pay you for making videos? Well, it's against their policy to even talk about it. Like, they'll shut you down if you talk about AdSense money, because the advertisers will get angry. But I don't know. It depends on your channel, really. It's not significant enough to live off of, but it's nice passive income if you have videos up and they're doing well. By the way, so I see that Mike has said he has ads out about buying video games. I put ads out in my local area, Craigslist, all that. I get no response. There's so many resellers selling video games around here. So that's become a big issue for me. That's why I source online a lot. I feel like when you're sourcing something like shoes, everyone wants to get rid of their shoes. No one wants to get rid of their video games.
No, man. All the shoes that I want, people know that what they paid for them. And I tell them, I said, look, if you can't do better than a thrift store on your prices, then I'm not going to buy them from you. And so, they'll want to sell me a pair of Ariat boots for $40, and I'm like, no, because I can get them for $15 to $20 at Goodwill. So why would I buy yours for 40? But yeah, I really haven't had much luck buying shoes on Craigslist.
Do you put ads up a lot? Do you put flyers out, or do you just like to do the weigh and pay thing?
No, I don't put out flyers. If
I was just
anything, I'll
curious.
put out Craigslist ads, and that's it.
Lance White said, "Is that your sofa bed?" No, that's just a sofa that I can't get out of the office because, basically this area is my workspace, and I rent the downstairs level of family member's house, I guess is the easiest way to explain it. But this couch was down here. It has a metal frame. It's not a sofa bed. It's just a sofa, but it weighs like fucking 500 pounds, and it's just the doorway's blocked off. I can't get it out, so now it's just part of the office. It's just extra seating for no reason. I can't get it out of here. I've tried. It's hard for me to move alone. It's that heavy. It's really, really heavy.
It's a lot of pounds for a couch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck they were thinking when they designed that thing. I don't know how someone got it down here. I'm not even kidding. It's that heavy for real. And anything specific you guys wants to discuss, keep asking questions or whatever. We're going to hang out for a bit longer. I just want to make sure we came on tonight, and I appreciate everyone coming out. We're near 50 viewers, which is awesome, and you guys rock for just supporting the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. How about selling on Facebook?
What about, did someone ask about it, or you want to talk about it, or?
Yeah, something to talk about. Okay.
And what?
So, I saw an article that came out. I haven't actually read all the way through it yet, but Facebook is apparently going to be taking a stab at the selling game. I think they've caught on to the popularity of buy-sell trade groups for local sites. There's a ton of groups in every city that you go to, every major city, or even outskirts and things like that. There'll be at least one really big group of buy-sell trade groups. And so I think that they've kind of caught on to this trend that people are doing. And that's why they first started adding the selling feature in groups. If it's a selling group, then you can add the selling feature, and it kind of makes selling convenient in a group. And apparently they're going to be doing something else. I don't know all the details, but I would look into selling on Facebook a lot, or a little bit more than maybe what people have been doing. And I actually created my own buy-sell trade group about 2.5 years ago, and because I was in other local groups and they had super strict rules and it was crazy, and I actually got kicked out of one because I wanted to post some leather crafts that I had made, and they're like, "Oh, you can't sell for profit." I'm like, "I'm not making a profit. I'm just like supporting my own hobby. Leathercraft is a very expensive hobby, and I just want to sell some stuff so I can go buy some more leather." And I said, "I'm not profiting from it at all. It's just something that I do." And they're like, "Oh, well, you can't do that. We don't allow that." I'm like, "That's stupid. Why not?" And so I made my own group, and I got kicked out of that one. And, so now it is up to, I want to say just shy of 6,000 members, or maybe it's more than that. But yeah, ever since then, the group that I got kicked out of, I actually got back in, and now I administrate it.
That's cool. I know the group that we set up or whatever for the buy sell trade's doing okay. I think Facebook sales will happen. I noticed you sold some like scrapbooking stamps, right?
Yeah, I just posted those today after talking to someone about the group and whatnot. I was like, I feel like I've been neglecting the group a little bit. And that group, by the way, is Nationwide Resale. You can find it at facebook.com/usamarketplace.com. No, wait, no .com at the end.
I'll link it down in the description.
.com. But yeah, so I made this group, and it didn't really take off very well at first. It's been kind of slow, but it's just a Facebook group where you can go and list stuff, and then you ship it. Everyone pays by PayPal, and it's essentially the same as selling on eBay or whatever, just without the eBay fees. And, like really large market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it could be just a way to off some just stagnant inventory or things that haven't. Well, that's what stagnant inventory is. I was going to say things that haven't been moving, but
that's stagnant inventory. It's still
yeah, that's stagnant. Yeah, but yeah, you can go check that out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like I was saying, I listed that and it sold within like 5 minutes of posting it.
So with that being said, what do you think about Google is supposed to be releasing buy buttons on their search engine?
Yeah, I heard that too. Is that like just
if it's implemented properly, that's game changer right there, right? Like they have all of the power when it comes to search, and then if they have all the power when it comes to e-commerce, you're talking game-changing sales right there. My question is, are they going to do paid for buy box, or are they actually going to promote people they consider good merchants? Like, how are they going to go that route? Obviously, they're going to get money somehow. So,
would that be like from eBay or any kind of e-commerce site where it says buy now, or
I don't know. Actually,
something you would list on some Google website?
I think what they want to do is put Google Shopping on the sidebar. And like you can whatever items you uploaded from wherever, because I've used Google Shopping. Like you upload your stream of items, and you'll be able to buy them directly from the sellers. So that could be interesting, especially if they allow smaller merchants to use that.
That is.
Take care, Hammer.
Good.
All right. Andrew said, when can he get on the show? You can come on whenever, but I'd have to get you the link, and my computer's the worst. So. Why do you and Mike want to come on? We could hang out for a little while. I don't really care.
Yeah, we can do that.
I can send you guys the link if you want to come on. Global said, what's the best video game platform to sell? For instance, new games, vintage, NES, SNES, N64, etc. So this question comes up a million times, and I appreciate you just asking my opinion on it. First of all, retro video games, in number aspects, they don't sell better than new games at all. They really don't. But being competitive is impossible in new games because of Amazon and GameStop. But definitely when it comes to retro, you're looking at the Nintendo systems, right? They're the best. Nintendo is the best company at preserving their value in their video games and stuff. They just are. Their plushes are worth $40, $50 a piece. Their video games are still worth that much. Like they really limited the supply, so the demand stayed up, and they really have done well. So I'm going Game Boy systems. All of them do great. NES is okay. SNES phenomenal. Nintendo 64 phenomenal. even GameCube does phenomenal. You know, Nintendo is the best at preserving that value. It's really by far the best. And that's definitely true. Selling locally is always your best option for making the most money out of something. I personally don't do it a lot, so. Lance said, have you had good results with Google Shopping? Well, I used it in fourth quarter last year with my own e-commerce site. It did okay. I mean, my site made maybe $1,000-something like the first month it was open for fourth quarter, which wasn't terrible. The fees and overhead were way, way lower, so it was okay. I mean, it is what it is. You really got to learn how to draw traffic to your site. Once you get good rankings and stuff for your niche, you could do really well. Having your own site could do really well.
Picking Profit says, how many people report income from Craigslist?
Honestly, I just report all income. I just do. It's easier.
I have no idea how many people report income from Craigslist.
I think he's just asking in general, like how many people here actually report because you could sell, right, and then easily not report it. But it's easiest to report it all. So, and I've always had a job to offset my taxes, so I've never actually owed taxes, which I will this year. Dakota said, "Do I sell just released? Do I sell just released video games? No, never. I can order them. I have wholesale connections, but no, thank you. Not going to happen." Andrew said, "I'm the video game go-to guy." I mean, I'm knowledgeable, right? I'm really good at making a profit from them. I was talking to Andrew before about it, and I honest to God, don't think I bought a video game I lost money on in at least 2 years. Like, I'm really good at being disciplined about what I buy and making money on it. Tom said, I thought about recording YouTube videos, but I don't know what to say that hasn't been said, and I don't want to be known as a copycat. Well, Tom, first of all, you can't be worse than the copycats that are out there anyways. And second of all, if you want to make videos, dude. People will support you. You're a good guy. And do haul videos and stuff. Those are always unique, right? You're not copying off someone if you're doing a haul video. By the way, George, why don't you do any haul videos, dude?
I just haven't really made any videos lately. I've been trying to get that one to work, and I fucking got tired of it. I couldn't stand it, and I'm just gonna completely redo it.
Oh, okay.
And when I say completely redo it, I mean use the same footage and just make a new project. But
yeah, that sucks. It kept freezing and all that. That just
I came out, or I recorded a video that I thought was really unique, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I still feel like I want it to be kind of a surprise. And anyways, I recorded this video that I thought was really unique and would be cool and a different perspective on things. But I can't get my stupid movie maker to work. Every time I try to save it, my computer crashes. And the other day I tried cutting it up into smaller pieces because it was like a 25-minute long video. But I tried cutting it up into smaller pieces and it still crashed. And I got, like I said, I got tired of it. It happened like 5 times and I didn't even want to mess with it. So I probably won't try again until like next week.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I try to help you with the issues. I don't know why you were having issues. And Andrew said he's tired. Mike said he's not available right now. I'm just saying, guys, the Reseller Roundtable show, you can invite me on. Wink, wink. Just saying. George too. Wink, wink. We're available.
Not me, huh? I guess nobody likes footwear.
They don't like me, man. Oh, whatever. Everyone loves you. That's why you're an admin in like every group. Hammer said, is it hard to sell new video games because of the competition? Actually, not the competition, the profit margins. Even GameStop only makes roughly $3 to $5 per new release per copy of the game. So you're looking at an investment of $55 to make $60. That's really bad margins no matter who you are. The way they've gotten around this is becoming the go-to place for pre-orders. So you cannot compete as a small seller. You'll never be able to. I am connected to people that, like when Call of Duty comes out, I can get it directly pallets full if I want it. The margins are very, very low. It's really bad. Yeah, and I agree, Mike. Be yourself. Do videos and just be you. The concept, every concept has been done, right? Nothing in humanity is original anymore, anyways. Just like be you, try and be useful and helpful to people, and care. I don't. That's the best thing you can do. What? You've gotten poop on your hands? What are we talking about here? I guess I missed what you're referring to.
But yeah, Picking Profits said, if you make videos, just don't be an ass kisser. You know what happens to people who kiss too many asses? Eventually, they get poop on their lips.
What? Oh,
I'm not sure who's the ass kisser, but
the best part is all I seen was your comment. I missed Andrew's.
but I only kiss ass to people who I like, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you make videos for personal reasons first, like not personal gain, personal reasons, like you enjoy making them, you want to help people, then you'll do great at the end of the day. If you make them because you're looking to make profit from AdSense and sell a book, you're not going to do so good. People don't like sellouts. They just don't. You're going to get a lot of hate no matter what. If you come into the YouTube game to sell something, you're going to do bad because people know right from the get-go. Could I sell a book right now? Probably, but do I want to? Not really, because I don't want to be known as the guy who sold out too early. It's like once I get the following and I can, support an endeavor that costs money and people want to join, then that's cool. But it's never the main goal of the channel ever. Chris said, what do you think about jumping on merchandise for new games? I think that is a much better route if you can get the hookups and do that kind of stuff for sure. Merchandise is great. It's something that's less competitive, and a lot of people don't do. They don't try and sell it. They really focus on the game, focus on the other aspects of the game. The niche of the niche is like the best of the best. All right, but I think we're going to wrap up here soon. Any last questions, topics you want us to discuss right now? Because I'm going to get off here and probably go to bed. I'm exhaustively tired myself.
Yeah, and I'll have about 30 seconds till you see that.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. I always do the 30-second delay just in case something happens. And in case George leaves the hangout, if it drops like always, every time. Oh, Facebook messages. Someone's popular.
Oh, someone bid on an item that I have in a Facebook group. Yeah, I'm in a group called Dollar Disc Golf Auctions where I auction off discs for disc golf.
Yeah.
And if I can find a decent one, I'll put it on there. Everything starts at $1. Some of them go up to like $20-25. So
it amazes me there's sites for that specific of a niche. Like I didn't even know what disc golf is in Ohio.
Yeah,
like, we do not play that.
The only reason I know anything about discs, which is very little, is because I like playing. That's it. But yeah, that group, it has over 13,000 people that play disc golf in it. So
that's crazy. Wow, it's amazing to me that that's popular because I've honestly never heard of that.
Yeah. And I've joined a couple other groups that sell shoes, but they're all sneakerheads, and I don't deal with sneakers at all.
Hey, Jojo, I know you're late, bud, but you can watch the video right after this. It'll be uploaded within like probably 10 minutes or so. It'll render out. And yes, I'm connected with a bunch of companies besides Jinx. I just am not into wholesale that much because it's very competitive. And there's tons of opportunity there, but you need more initial income. I personally prefer just dealing with retro video games. I have the most success with it, better return, and I just enjoy it a lot more. And definitely making videos is a long haul, like Mike said. I mean, when I first started, my goal was 100 subscribers, then 1,000. And then like within a year, the channel blew up and we went from like 1,000 in a year to almost 8,000 or whatever we're at now. I mean, but the first 2 years, I barely got to 1,000. So think about the fact that that's like exceptionally better just this past year. And what's going through my head when I'm making these videos, when I'm a chef, I don't even have time to make the videos, but I kept making them, and they're doing really well, but I'm not getting the subscriber base I want or whatever. It's really a long haul, and you got to do it for the right reasons, and you'll do well.
I guess I should take that advice myself.
Yeah, put out.
I've had like
You need to
6
put out like
videos
one video a week. You can
for like
do it.
3 months, and I haven't made a new one in over a month.
Nice, Jojo. Congrats on your first eBay bid. eBay is still awesome, even though there's so much bad talk about it. There's tons of money to be made there, guys. You just got to do the right things and understand how to sell things. And as Mike would say, price points, right? That's like his number one saying. Mike, I'm getting you a shirt made that says some kind of snarky saying that has to do with price points. I promise it's going to happen.
What if it just says price points! Exclamation mark.
It can, but I feel like it should have a question on the front and price points on the back. You know what I mean? What matters most? Price points. I just feel like, I swear, Mike says it 100 times every
Price
show.
points matters most.
All right, guys, but we're wrapping up. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the support. Really nice comments, all that stuff. I love the fact that the chat and the community here that supports us is super, super drama-free. Really, you know, the supportive people that show up and they're constructive and ask questions and interact and just have a great time. So thank you. And thanks, George, for hanging out with me again.
Yeah, man. You have a good one.
Take care, guys.